doesn't make any sense. I hate it when story forces things on you. It doesn't make sense that it happens this way.
Oh well, what can you do?
You wanna try me?
Yeah, let's do this.
Christ! Shit!
You deserve a kick in the teeth for what you've done. Ha!
Arrest him, my God! It's him! Arrest him!
Stop!
Okay. Done being nice.
Hey! You're a... You...
We're not doing that anymore.
It was you who committed that murder, I'm sure of it.
Gotcha, fella! Show your Punishment by the blade, my favorite. I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! I'll rip you. I'll act you up like you deserve. Now you'll see what we do with criminals. Show your stuff. Take that. Come on then. Punishment by the blade, my favorite. I'll rip your ass if you keep resisting. I've all the right in the world to execute you on the spot.
I mentioned that I am a level 30 in every single stat. You literally cannot beat me. I am a god.
So, here you are. Now I've got you.
Okay.
What? It was you who committed that murder. I'm sure of it. Gods! God, a murder! Murderer!
I'm really surprised I haven't failed any quests yet.
Here you are. Now I've got you. Holy. What are you doing?
Give it to him!
You should have yielded. Now we'll display your corpse on the.
It's practically a tradition, you know?
A pretty good tradition.
I'm sure. Pacify him, quick! Show what you are. My God! I'll sort. Fight somewhere.
I saw. What do you think you're doing? So your fists aren't good
Resisting. I've all the right in the world to end. Right. You killed it.
Are they just spawning out of thin air now? That's right. I didn't like being evil in this game because enemies are infinitely spawning, I think. Also, you know, you can't really do anything if you're evil. I don't have lockpicks.
Say, I heard some interesting books arrived here from Prague.
Let me stop you right there. Preparations are underway to execute a poacher. I don't have time to worry about a book right now. Stop by once the lad is strung up.
The first bell. Another 11 to go. Who are you, actually?
Me? I'm just cleaning here.
And what were you doing at the pond, then?
I thought we straightened that out the last time you bothered me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
What's your name?
What's it to you?
I'm Henry.
Well, that's nice for you.
And you are?
I already told you. I'm a maid here.
We both know you're lying. The question is, why?
Says someone who was just sitting in a jail cell and will end up right back there if anyone calls the guards on him.
All dead.
They let me out. I have to work off my sentence.
Really? Here.
I like how the game doesn't address the fact that I've killed so many people. This is like the biggest complaint I have in this game.
I'm just cleaning
that
here.
playing it as like a complete, like, just angry person, or like just like, oh, you can't even kill her. Wow. Look, you can't even kill her. They don't let me attack. There are so many things in this game that, like, if you don't play by the story, you just can't do anything. This is not a sandbox freeform game. This is a story that you play through. And you literally have to play through it basically exactly like how it's written. You really can't deviate a lot from the story at all. And honestly, that's kind of disappointing. Actually, not even kind of, that's a lot. That's like majorly disappointing that you can't be the person that you want to be, even though that's part of the advertisement. Literally, they say, be your own Henry. You know, you can make Henry do whatever you want, and it'll affect the world and the story. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. So yeah, it's like really disappointing me. Obviously, I'm not gonna save, like, I mean, do this save. Like, it's completely fucked. You can't really do anything while being, like, completely evil. There's so many people you can't just outright kill. Like, at least important people.
Hey, you've so not going to cooperate, are you? Well,
No. Like, your Henry that you play, it's not the same Henry that are in the cutscenes, and it's just so disappointing.
The second toll for Hans. Pardon me for disturbing you, miss.
if you want to pray, go somewhere else. The chapel is closed. Unless you're a priest. Which I presume you're not.
No, I'm not. My name is Henry.
I'm Adela, Thomas's sister. What is it you want, Henry?
I need to talk to your brother.
No chance of that. He's been lying in a fever for 3 days. And the surgeon is away with Sir Otto. Unless he returns soon, Thomas won't be talking to anyone ever again.
Maybe I could help somehow?
The only one who can help now is the priest. And I don't want to sound gloomy, but all he can do is pray too. Just the same as me.
Where's the physician?
He's with Lord von Berghoff. When Thomas started to get feverish, he left some concoction for him. He was only meant to be gone for a while. But it seems they got stuck somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, The concoction ran out, and we don't have any other physician here.
I actually know a bit about medicine.
Really? You don't really look the part.
All you have to do is tell me what's in it.
If I knew that, I'd have brewed it myself. Not even our surgeon knows. He does everything according to his books. He uses some medical manuscript, whether he's treating people or livestock.
And where is this book?
How should I know? Probably in his chambers, in the Crone.
I'll have a look there then.
But no one is allowed there.
I'll figure it out somehow.
Why do you want to help us?
As I said, I need to talk to Thomas.
That's all.
You've no idea how much. If he ended up in hell, I'd have to go there after him. I made a promise.
To who?
Well, to a certain poacher.
What?
Never mind. The main thing is, I'll help you.
Yes, you're right.
I'll get going then. I don't have much time, and neither does Thomas.
Go. And thank you.
Stop it!
Okay.
Everyone to me. You there!
Okay.
Careful.
What? It's inside? Oh.
Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking, though. It's a lot better here in Crossing.
And why wouldn't they when it's true? It'll be bad, I tell you.
I don't know. Seems to me it's
Yeah, I gotta stop thinking of this as like a fully open world game. It is literally a story that you experience. And literally nothing more, nothing less than that. You can't do anything outside of the story. If you try, the game doesn't acknowledge it. It punishes you heavily. And yeah, like there's no point in doing it. Yep, even if you get your character to be like an absolute god of a human being in this world, no one cares. The story doesn't give a fuck. Like, you have literally $30,000, probably the richest man in this entire world. No one acknowledges it. No one cares. You can't solve things with money. You can't solve things with combat. You can't be evil to finish missions. It is not an open world game. I gotta stop thinking of it as a free sandbox open world game, because it's not. It is a story that is set in an open world.
I don't want to hear any of it.
Benny's wedding like.
It was nice. Good food.
And it's a good story. It's fun, but yeah.
Excuse me.
Is very restrictive in what you can do.
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here in
My opinion about their majesty, someone might really take an interest in your opinion about the Chamberlain.
You're not wrong there.
That's that.
Careful.
Treats folks like dirt, it ain't no wonder they get upset.
He might not be so...
I finished hauling the sacks. What now?
How should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle. So if you want to pass the time, go ahead, but do it sensibly.
Well, I'd say there's plenty of work to do around here. I'll gladly help you with something.
Aye, but I've only got work in the forge, and that ain't for everyone. I'm a respected tradesman here, understand?
Well, I'm a blacksmith too, even if I don't look the part right now.
Oh, really?
Aye. My pa was a blacksmith, a respected one.
Then you might actually be some use to me. At least I wouldn't have to work my fingers to the bone all the time. I'll tell you what, go to the forge. The fire's gone cold. I haven't had much time for, well, the trade. So fire it up and make some horseshoes for Kabat. He's our groom, always bothering me that you don't have shoes for the horses. And there's only one nag stabled here now that his lordship's away with his men.
All right. How many should I make?
How many legs does a horse have?
4.
Smart lad. We've got one horse. That's 4 times 1. But Kabat's already got 3. So that's 4 minus 3, which is...
1. All right.
You'll find everything you need in the trunk in the forge. It's there, past the gate.
All right. But I was told not to go there.
And now I'm telling you to go. And when it's done, bring it to me to check so you don't make me look bad. Off you go. Lads!
That damn wretch. Where's that fool of a blacksmith? That miserable blacksmith. Where is he now?
Hell?
That damn wretch. Where's that fool of a blacksmith?
Christ Jesus, who laid down his life for our sins. I beg you and the guardian angel to
Crucifix.
take care of
Where's
my
that
son,
blacksmith?
Captain Thomas.
It's already cooled down.
Faithful and good Christian. I beg
Bro,
you to hear.
this is the dumbest way to smith a horseshoe I've ever seen in my life. Like, what the hell were they thinking when they did this?
Crucifix. Where's that blacksmith?
This is useless. I should move it.
That damn wretch.
Yeah, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Damn wretch.
I'm always hitting the same place. That's no good.
That miserable blacksmith. Where is he now?
It's cold. I should hop over to the forge.
Bro. Who decided that horseshoe was supposed to be smithed this way? Fucking idiot. Like, who designed this? Sat down, played it, and was like, you know what? This is it.
That miserable blacksmith.
Right here.
Where is he now? Crucifix. Where's that blacksmith? Crucifix. Where's that blacksmith?
Wait, did I get lockpicks from that as well? Oh my god, I did. Why did I think of this? This is how you get lockpicks.
Have you seen Erazim the Scribe?
About that horseshoe.
Well, did you get it done?
Yeah. Here.
Well, what are you standing around here for? I told you to take it to Kabat.
No. You told me to bring it and show it to you.
You're a smart one, eh? Well, now I'm telling you to go to Kabat with it. He's our groom. Most likely he'll be idling by the upper stables. The grouch. Just between the two of us, he's a very unpleasant fella. Unlike me.
I can't wait.
Wedding like?
It was nice. Good food and drink.
I brought you those horseshoes. I mean, horseshoe.
That took long enough. I've only got one horse here and I've got nothing to shoe him with. And you know who gets in the shit over it?
You?
Exactly. Mistakes are punished here, so either I'd end up reduced to beggary, or I'd have to go back to what I was doing before. And I wouldn't like that.
What did you do before?
You're a bit inquisitive, ain't you?
Well, I get the feeling you're actually proud of it.
Let's just say I haven't always made an honest living. Is that enough for you?
Sure. I wouldn't want to be rude.
Very wise.
Do I get something for those horseshoes?
Hey, I've no time for jokes. I've only got one horse here, but even so.
I'll be going then.
So run along, and next time, put some effort into it.
Wedding like?
It was nice. Good food and drink.
Wedding like?
It was nice. Good food and drink.
Greetings.
The first bell. Another 11 to go.
Completely useless. Fuck! God be with you. What would you like?
I was told to come and ask you for a job.
Nice timing. Do you know anything about carpentry?
No. Blacksmithing is more my field.
Ah, well, that's handy. I got the job of fixing up this here scaffold so it don't collapse when we hang that poacher. But the whole thing is fucked. I need a good carpenter's axe. There's one broadaxe in the shed, but it's as blunt as a file. Of course, Osina didn't find time all year to hone the thing.
By the way, would you happen to know how I can get up top in the Maiden?
Why, up the stairs, of course.
Yeah, but I'm not actually allowed inside the tower.
Then don't go there. Hey, I'd love to chat with you, but I got a job to do.
But that poacher is innocent.
An innocent poacher? But that's nothing to do with me. My job is to make sure it don't collapse when he swings.
I could help you with that.
You could. Well, that'd be great. Go and get it from the shed, sharpen it, and bring it back to me.
Sure thing.
What is it you need?
All right. This is already sharp.
I can't.
Here it is. Hope it's good.
Sharp as a skinning knife. Nice. Without your help, the scaffold could well collapse under that poacher. And nobody wants that.
And then the execution would be postponed.
I doubt it. We're not going to make a show out of it like they do in Prague. But someone would have to get their hands dirty, and no one fancies that.
Understandably.
Anyway, thanks. I can't afford to fuck things up today. The Chamberlain is as tetchy as the devil.
Isn't he always?
Yeah, but even more today. Anna the laundress said he's got bellyache. Everyone is avoiding him like the plague.
Uh-huh. You don't mind building a scaffold for an innocent man?
No, such matters ain't my concern. The lords decide. I just build the scaffold. A fella has to know his place in this world, like my old pa used to say.
Would you happen to know how I can get into the Maiden?
And what would you want in there?
I want to pray in the chapel, and they don't want to let me in.
The chapel, eh? Well, I'll be damned. I know one hand by the name of Binyak that wanted into the castle too, but for a damn different reason.
And did he succeed? In getting in, I mean?
Aye, he did. He climbed down into the well in the courtyard. See, there's caves under Tursky, and the well ain't actually a well, but an underground pool in one of them caves. And from there, you can get to the dungeons, and then into the Maiden.
Oh, he sounds bold.
Oh, aye, but they still caught him and gave him a whipping. And when they found out how he done it, they took the cleats out of the well wall.
What does that mean?
That the next Binyak would have to jump in and not climb down. I wouldn't fancy that.
Indeed. What was Binyak after in the castle?
A certain buxom chambermaid who wouldn't give him what he was after in the hay and wanted a fine feather bed.
I'll be going.
Aye, I've got to get back to work too. Farewell.
What are you doing here? You should probably go.
What would you like?
Maybe I can can go to the combat arena and see if I can do anything there.
What did you do before?
You're a bit inquisitive, ain't you?
Well, I get the feeling. Not quite. I'd also like to know if you still got any tools.
I might be able to find something, but I'll tell you, it won't come cheap.
Isn't there maybe something I could do for you in exchange?
Well, since you're offering, I lost something playing dice and I'd like to have it back. A very nice turquoise rosary.
Who did you lose it to?
Father Nicodemus. That priest rolls dice like the devil himself was guiding his hand.
Don't worry. I'll get it for you.
But with no trouble, all right?
Naturally.
It was nice. Good food.
Hey, Wojtek. We've still got work to do. Come and help.
Can't you see I'm talking to someone?
I ain't seen you here. Are you new and all? Well, I'm Magda.
Aye, I'm new here. Just like Wojtek here.
It's great to have some new lads here.
Oh, aye. Henry, how about you bugger off? I wouldn't want a repeat of our last disagreement.
It'd end up differently this time.
Are you also helping Wojtek's uncle?
No, I'm not helping anyone's uncle. This is a punishment, just like with Wojtek here.
A punishment?
Aye, we got into a bit of a fight at Lord Semin's wedding.
What? Are you trying to make a fool of me?
Ah, that's not quite how it was.
You wretch.
Oh, thanks. You really are a cunt.
A cunt? While you're having fun chatting up girls, I'm hauling sacks. If anyone's a cunt, it's you.
Tss. Don't worry, I'll find you.
Yeah.
I'm Henry.
My name's Votava.
What are you here for?
Me? Nothing much. I tried to rob a house near Tahov. I was sleeping in the woods for a week and I wanted to get at least a slice of bread. Only instead of bread, I found a pitcher of mead. So, I says to hell with it and I pour the whole lot down my neck. Then I see the farmer has a nice comfy bed with an eider-down quilt. So I had a nap. I slept like a baby, and if the bailiff hadn't come for me, I'd be sleeping there still.
My word, that wasn't exactly an ingenious crime.
And what did you do?
I got into a brawl at young Lord Semin's wedding.
Fuck me. You brawl at a wedding that the cream of the whole region is attending, and you talk to me about ingenuity.
And what can they do to you?
What do I know? I've spent some time in the stocks. That wasn't too bad. It's worse in some places, and now I'll be hauling here for a while, and then I reckon they'll kick my ass out of the gate.
Sounds to me like it's not the first time for you.
My neck has graced half the stocks in Bohemia, and one or two in Moravia too. The worst are the new ones. They've still got splinters sticking out of them, and that ain't pleasant. Once in Rumburg, they had brand new pine stocks. That was fucking awful.
Do you know how I can slip inside the Maiden?
Aye, friend. That's what every fella would like to know.
What? Oh, no, I mean the Maiden Tower. I need something there.
You're a barrel of laughs, eh? Well, I hear there's a nice chapel at the top, but I don't know my way round here much. But if you hang around here long enough and make yourself useful, you can get to all sorts of places. Once in Sternberg, I even got to the Lord's privy, which I was supposed to clean.
I doubt you'd find much of value in a privy, eh?
As it happens, I found a nice book there. Of course, I can't read, but there was some pretty fun pictures in it.
I'll be going.
Sure.
Do you know where Captain Thomas is? I heard he was in a bad way.
It's true, son. It doesn't look good for him. Why do you ask?
I'd like to pray with him.
A kind thought, but you can't get to Thomas. I had him moved during the night up to the chapel in the Maiden.
Why can't I get there?
You know, the castle chapel is an important place. Only Lord von Berghoff, his kin, and a few others are allowed there.
Like you, for instance.
Naturally. It's certainly good of you to want to pray for Thomas, but you can do that anywhere without having to disturb him.
Why did you take him to the chapel?
The surgeon is away with Lord von Berghoff, and Thomas has got considerably worse. I don't like to say it, but there's nothing left but to pray for a miracle.
Uh-huh. I'll be going then.
Go, and don't forget about that prayer.
I didn't get the rosary. No, I did. The game's just fucking retarded right now.
I have that rosary for you. It's very nice.
Great. Let's have a look.
Here you have it.
Good fella. Here's a bit of equipment for you in exchange. I don't suppose I'll be needing it again.
That miserable blacksmith. Where is he now?
What's the matter, good wife? Why are you standing here grumbling?
Because of that damn blacksmith. I'm waiting here for him like for Judgment Day. The lock on my spice chest is stuck, and Sir Otto will be back any time. How am I to bake gingerbread without ginger, eh?
Can I help you somehow?
No, unless you can pick a lock. And decent folk don't know how to do that.
Sure. Let's have a look at that chest and I'll get to it. As it happens, I know how to deal with locks.
It's in the castle cellars. Follow me. My time is precious, seeing as how his lordship will be back any time.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed there. I was told to stay in the courtyard.
Never mind that. You're going with me and you're helping me. Come along.
Be healed, and if you taken from this world.
What a day. I burnt the rue in the morning, and then the girl told me we're out of venison. I don't know what that gamekeeper's up to again. Actually, I do know, and it ain't nothing good. And now this. 3 years that lock is broken.
And now the
3
game
years that
suddenly
good
lost
nothing
its
has been
mechanic of
promised to
following
fix
the
it.
NPC
But no,
by holding
after
left
all,
alt.
I'm just
Careful.
a stupid cook's fanker who's always nagging and won't leave
The
anyone in
second toll
peace.
for hands.
But if I didn't nag, there'd be nothing done in this godforsaken castle. You have to kick people's asses here to even get them out of bed in the morning. The lazy bones. Pfui!
Christ, pardon me.
Here it is, that damn chest. Thank you kindly, young man. If you want to get a bite to eat, stop by the kitchen.
Do you know how I can get up to the chapel?
You can't. Only his lordship and his family go there. And of course, Father Nicodemus. Usually, that is. Only now, Captain Thomas is lying there. He's at death's door. God save him.
I understand.
Farewell, my friend.
Sir, I want to ask you something.
You? What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be helping outside in the courtyard? Christ! First you cause mayhem at a noble wedding, and now you go snooping around where you shouldn't.
I noticed, sir, that something is troubling you. I could help you.
How could a vagabond like you help me?
Sir, I might not look the part, but I've read a lot.
Don't waste my time with your jokes, you nobody. What would you be able to read?
Species de cipit, sir. Looks can deceive. As it happens, I've read many Latin and other texts. For example, the etymologies of Isidore of Seville, the writings of Abbess Hildegard of Bingen, and the Herbarium de Horis Sanitatis, De Materia Medica, and others.
Well, you really surprise me, lad.
Anyway, I'll examine you and try to make a diagnosis.
Yes, that should help.
Tell me, Master Chamberlain, does it hurt all the time, or does it come in waves?
No, not all the time. More like I get attacks.
Uh-huh. And these attacks, have you noticed whether something sets them off?
Well, it's worse when I get upset.
And does it get worse in autumn, when it gets colder?
Yes, it's usually worst in October. Then I don't even have to get upset for it to start.
All right, that makes sense. Did you get advice from anyone about it? Have you tried anything for the pain?
Well, I talked to our surgeon. He just said it was odd and told me nothing more. So I went to Kolin to see Professor Joachim Bavorsky, and he advised me.
Yes? What?
It's a little awkward for me to talk about, I must admit.
Master Chamberlain, I'm here as a practitioner of the medical arts. You can rest assured that whatever you tell me will remain between us.
All right. The professor spoke at length about Jupiter and the houses, and then he told me that my bodily humours are out of balance.
I would expect so. And what did he recommend?
Well, that I should get more silver into my body. So I wear more silver jewellery, and when there's a full moon, I go to the meadow here below the castle, naked.
Really? So you're taking it quite seriously. And has it worked?
No, but there'll be a full moon soon, so I could damn well use some other advice.
I understand. Tell me, sir, what do you usually eat?
Well, I often eat from the banquet table.
So, a lot of roasted game?
Yes, and pâtés, goose, duck. I dine as befits my status.
I see. With your permission, I'll examine you, sir.
What? Here and now?
Don't worry, I'll just have a look at you. You don't have to lie down or strip.
I'm glad to hear it.
You're quite pale and rather sweaty.
When it comes upon me, I sweat a lot.
Your eyes are all right. Do you have ringing in your ears?
No.
Do your hands shake?
Well, I'm not the youngest, but it's nothing too bad.
All right. Sir, I'm afraid you have a stomach ulcer. If it's not treated, you could even die of it.
Good God! What should I do?
The main thing is a strict diet. No fatty or heavy foods. In other words, nothing from the banquet table. You have to eat boiled white meat, poultry or fish, lots of vegetables, and gruel.
Gruel? Like a...
Yes, like the common folk. And another thing, you mustn't get angry, under any circumstances.
What? I mean, what?
That's the way. Oh, and I'll get you a herbal potion. I know exactly what will do you good.
Can't you get me that potion right now?
I don't have the required remedy. And unfortunately, I don't see how I can brew it here. I don't have the necessary equipment.
You're free to use the surgeon's apparatus in his study. It's upstairs in the Crone. That's the second tower. Now we're under the Maiden. Do you know how to get there?
I think so. But I was told to stay only in the outer courtyard. I wouldn't want to get in trouble.
Trouble? I'm the one who has trouble. Don't worry. Tell them I sent you. Just go, for heaven's sake.
All right. Besides caring for your mortal coil, the well-being of your soul shouldn't be neglected, sir.
What do you mean by that?
I think I could pray for your health. A word to angels to ask for their intercession can work miracles. The greatest Christian physicians recommend healing in both the material and spiritual world. And you have a very nice chapel here.
Father Nicodemus takes care of that. What I want from you is medicine, not talking to angels. Got it?
Yes. I'll go and get something for you.
Good. If you'd be so kind... Ow!
I hope you weren't planning on breaking in here. Be on your way!
Hey! You've no business here. Are you looking to steal something?
Say, I heard...
Let me preparate.
You? What in God's name are you doing here?
Who are you?
Me?
And what were you doing?
I thought we straightened. I have...
What's your name?
What's it to...
I'm Henry. And you... We both...
Says someone who was...
They let me out. I have to...
Really?
The Chamberlain sent me. He needs something for his stomach.
That slimy toad? If he doesn't watch out, his stomach will be the least of his worries.
Well, you look like you know your way around here. Maybe you can help me.
Why should I?
Because we're birds of a feather.
How do you mean?
Well, let's just say we both go where we shouldn't be going and take things that don't belong to us.
Oh, really? You must be mixing me up with someone. I just clean up here. And you don't look like someone who knows much.
Really? Didn't you lose a comb by any chance?
What? How did you...
How? I know a thing or two. So, do you believe me?
That was pretty good, I have to admit. And now give it back to me.
As you wish. And now I'm sure you'll be very happy to help me.
All right. If it's medicine you're after, the surgeon has a store across the corridor. There's all sorts of junk there, but there's one chest where he puts stuff that he hasn't used up. He locks it carefully, but you might get lucky.
And what if there's nothing interesting for me in there?
Then tough luck. But you can go and have a look at his records. That crackpot writes down everything he does. Maybe he gave someone something that might be of interest to you.
All right. Thanks.
And now get out of my way. Simple maid like me has lots of work to do in this castle.